and welcome to another exciting edition of Best MTG Decks Ever. I'm your host, Joseph, and today I'm bringing you a high-octane, adrenaline-filled mono-red deck full of Fire and Lightning. Let's take a look. So we have here a deck I call Fire and Lightning. We are running Imodane, the Pyrohammer. She is a human knight. She costs 2 colorless, 2 red. She reads, whenever an instant or sorcery spell you control that targets only a single creature deals damage to that creature, Imodane deals that much damage to each opponent. So the way this works, they've got a creature, we cast Lightning Bolt on it, the creature takes 3 damage, and then all your opponents take 3 damage. So effectively, 1 lightning bolt with 1 red mana has done 12 damage. She's also a 4/4. Let's take a look at the creatures we are running. We've got Dockside for ramp, Runaway Steamkin for ramp, we've got Burgi for ramp. Sulfim reads, if a source you control would deal non-combat damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals double that damage to that player or permanent instead. This has a very specific and good synergy with our commander. So, if a source you control would deal non-combat damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, you double that. So, in the case of the lightning, we tap 1 red, we cast Lightning Bolt. The Lightning Bolt, instead of doing 3, because it's going to double on the permanent that we're targeting, it will do 6. Then Imodane is a different damage source, which will also benefit from this. So Imodane would normally in that case do 6, 6, and 6, but then it's doubled and everyone takes 12, 12, and 12. So we would have effectively done 42 points of damage with 1 red mana. We've got Stormkiln Artist for ramp, Torbran for doing more shenanigans with adding damage to what we're doing and synergizing with our commander. Urabrask is ramp and also adding damage. Neheb the Eternal reads, at the beginning of your post-combat main phase, add 1 red mana for each 1 life your opponents have lost this turn. So, we've got Neheb on the battle, we've got our commander on the battlefield, we cast a lightning bolt, the creature takes 3 damage, and then we do 9 damage to all of our opponents, which means that our post-combat main phase, we would add 9 red mana to our mana pool, which would allow us to do a ton of other stuff. Great synergy. We have a lot of sorceries. We were running 27 sorceries, and they're all kind of doing what you would imagine that they're doing. We've got lava coils for doing direct damage to creatures. Strangle is the same way. We're doing 3 damage to target creature. We're running cards that are going to help us continue to storm. So something like Reckless Impulse. We exile the top 2 cards of our library, and until the end of our next turn, we may play those cards. We've got some big daddy spells. We've got Shivan Meteor. 3 colorless, 2 red. Shivan Meteor deals 13 damage to target creature. Obviously, like, if we're doing this, then suddenly the creature that we target takes 13, and then each opponent takes 13, which is something like 52 damage from this one spell. For instance, it's pretty much the same stuff. We're doing direct damage, Lightning Axe, deal 5 damage to any target creature. We've got stuff like March of Reckless Joy, where we can exile cards and then play them on the next turn. For artifacts, we are running a bunch of mana rocks. Of note, we really like Ruby Medallion. The enchantments that we're running are mostly about abusing our commander's ability to deal damage, so something like Fiery Emancipation triples the amount of damage that we're doing, and it's tripled again because of the way that the commander, since it's a different source of damage. So 1 lightning bolt, we target a creature, Fiery Emancipation triples that, so the creature takes 9 damage, and then when our commander does damage to all of our opponents, it's tripled again, so each opponent takes 27, 27, 27. If you have 2 of these out there, so if you've got like Furnace of Wrath and Dictate of the Twin Gods, each of these doubles the amount of damage that's happening, and they stack on one another. So if you did a lightning bolt on something, it's 3, then it's doubled to 6, then it's doubled to 12, and then that 12 is doubled to 24, and then doubled to 48. So it's like if you've got 2 of these out there and you pop it off, you're probably winning the game. So let's take a look at the primer. All right, the primer is just there to kind of let you know what cards we have and what they're used for. It's pretty simple, though. It's what I explained earlier. You've got like Fire Emancipation, Imodane, and you Lightning Bolt, and it does a bunch of damage. You kind of need to have a rudimentary skill in math. We have 2 other main things apart from doing damage. We have resources and steam. So resources are going to be like Runaway Steamkin, Burgi, Stormkiln, Neheb, and then Steam is all about getting more cards. So you're running things like Wheel of Fortune, Wheel of Misfortune, Reforge the Soul, things like that. And that is the deck. It is a high octane, adrenaline drenched, heartburn inducing primo mono red deck of fiery death and destruction. I hope you guys enjoyed the deck, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.